Scott, one of the things that you wanted us to speak to today is making sure that we had some action steps in place to share. And if you don't mind, I would like to kind of switch
Yes,
gears a little
please.
bit.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
That's good. Thank you.
oh, sure. And so I have 10 action steps, and I would like for everyone to write these down if you can, and do what you can. That's the bottom line. Just do what you can. This is no judgment, just love, right? Here we go. The first one is simply start with yourself. Start with yourself. A lot of times it's in these spaces and doing the work, we hear a lot of people talking and saying different things, and we get stuck on what they have done or said that we don't agree with, and we get stuck, and then we don't do anything. Let that be your motivation to move and do what you need to do. So start with you. 2, get involved. How can you even really truly give an opinion if you are not involved or making yourself available to be a part of the change? We all know what most of the problems are, but are we really willing to do the work? Are you raising your hand with an answer? Get involved. Number 3, have these hard conversations. It's so important to have these conversations. You can't keep avoiding them. We have to talk about sometimes those things that is difficult to understand or even say. But if we do it respectfully, I think we can really get to the bottom line. We don't want to just focus on the problem. We have to merge into the solution. And the only way that we can do that is by communication and having these conversations. So, Scott, kudos to you for building a platform that allows us to respectfully come with our differences, yet lead with a greater understanding. Number 4, you must be willing to donate your time and your money and any other resource that you may have available to you. Right now, again, in my opinion, my little small opinion, Ukraine would not be still standing strong if they did not receive the help that we're so willing to give them. Because this, in my opinion, is a very unnecessary war. Yeah. And a hit on humanity in a way that we all will suffer. Are you donating your time and your money and your resources right now? That is how we really make the difference. World leaders don't change the world, they change themselves. Do your part. Number 5, educate yourself. If it's something you don't understand, look it up. It's okay to ask questions. Again, as we have stated so many times today, we're speaking from our own personal opinions. You don't have to just take our word for it. Go ask some other Black people. Go ask some other white people. Go and look it up for yourself. Look into history. Look and see where we are right now, and then see the future. Do what's necessary to educate yourself. And don't just educate yourself from where you stand. Some of you may be doing the work locally, but you may need to educate yourself nationally. Some of us may be on national platforms, but you may need to educate yourself globally, because all of it is combined. It's all interworking together. Number 6, look for places to insert more equity. Where is it missing on your job, in your home, in your communities? Where is it missing locally, nationally, and globally? How can you make the difference? How can you volunteer and say, you know what, I don't see enough there. I'm going to raise my hand and show up and see what I can do to be of service. Don't go in with a negative mindset, because that's where you turn and change the energy to becoming something that's not needed. If you're going in with the mindset to make a difference and to fix it, Show up with your heart open to say, I am here, and I might be the only Black woman in the room, but I come to at least offer a voice so we don't leave anyone behind. Number 7, take it to social media. However, take it in an anti-racism way. You cannot look to get a positive when you see a negative and you add more negativity. You have to remain positive. See the light in darkness. And if light is not there, you be the light. Let your spirit be the light. Number 8, support small minority businesses. It is just as important for those who have created a business, and 9 times out of 10, a small minority business has jumped into business because something was missing in the world. That's where you will find really that work being done, boots on the ground. So support that effort. Give in that way to small minority businesses that you can clearly see is doing the work. Number 9, volunteer in spaces that are missing our voices. When Scott calls me to come and be on his platform, Scott knows plenty of people of my race and culture. However, I know Scott's main following is larger than let me say this, his main following may not be my culture. So I come and I say yes, because he's open to receive and he's open to balance it out. So why would I not show up? Make sure you do that. Volunteer in those spaces. And number 10, last but not least, and you can always add to this list, and guess what? Send it to me. We don't know everything, not at all. So let's add to this list collectively. If there's something I'm missing in here that you're thinking of right now, put it in the chat. But number 10, don't just be a number in the room. Add action. When you leave here today, don't just say, oh, I was part of 34 people that was on the screen today and however many hundreds of people watching on Facebook. Don't just be a number. Be somebody that's doing something. Because if one person out of this 34 leave off of here today and go and do something, we're a lot further today than we were yesterday. Thank you.
Whew. Thank you, Dr. Marty, for